Hi, my name is Daniel Dal Molin, and I'm a financial planner here with Global Financial Consultants in Singapore. Today I'm going to have a chat about your 5 biggest retirement challenges. I was sent recently a Morgan Stanley retirement survey where they've surveyed the broad market on challenges revolving around issues and retirement planning. Longevity. Today, a man has a 1 in 3 chance of surviving until he's 90 years old. And a lady has a 50% chance of surviving until she is 90 years old. So what challenges does that bring us? That brings us the challenge that if you retire at 60 years old, you have to prepare yourself for 30 years of retirement income. And if you retire a little bit earlier than that, it can be 40 years of retirement income on savings. The next point is volatility. In the last 3 decades, we've seen quite a few what we call sharp market corrections, things out of the blue, black swan events. For us that are in the workforce still, these sort of things just fly by and we add in more money or we sell out a little bit that we thought was too risky. But can you imagine what it's like for those people that are already retired, where they have their income coming from equity and bond portfolio investment, and they need that income in their retirement? The other thing we need to consider in retirement planning and investment is asset allocation. How do we allocate funds or your retirement investments so that you can take the opportunity of the good times, but also protect yourself against the bad time? The last point is sequencing. So this is the year that you enter into the market to start to save for your retirement plan, and the year that you start to draw down on your retirement savings. So these years and what period of time you're in the markets can have a big determination on what size retirement savings you'll have at the end of the day. The next point is inflation. The last 30 years, inflation from let's say the late 80s until pre-COVID, inflation has been relatively stable. A lot of manufacturing has come in from emerging markets. China had a great impact on keeping prices down for goods that we buy. But as you've seen recently since COVID, inflation has started to show its head again. I think the idea that inflation is going to go down below 2% in the short to medium term may not be forthcoming. In most of my financial retirement planning, I plan for 3% inflation going forward. The next issue is taxation. Taxation comes in 2 forms. Taxation comes in the form of, is your retirement investment or savings pre-tax? That means you have to pay tax on the way out or when you withdraw funds. The other point is, what is the location for retirement? Because this will have a determination on what sort of taxation you will have to pay in retirement. So just because you have a pension or a superannuation, you can't just up and leave and locate into some foreign country and expect that government and that tax department in that country to treat your foreign pension, which will be then a foreign pension or superannuation, as what it would be treated like in Australia. There can be tax implications. The other big challenge is things that come up when I talk to clients is legacy planning. So, okay, you've got enough money to retire. How much do you want to leave to the kids? We need to plan for that. If you want to leave 25 or 30% of your net assets to your children so they can make a start in life, we have to factor that into our retirement planning. I hope that has added some topics to start to think about, especially as you may be starting your retirement planning journey. What to do, where to retire to, how much do you need? Thanks very much. I hope you get something from it. Talk to you again soon.